Well, the separatists seem to be feeling nervous and left out after the recent icebreaker between India and Pakistan. Gilani's aides, Hurriyat members, sending the message to Pakistan High Commission that Pakistan should remain consistent on its Kashmir policy. So clearly, after the series of meetings that we've had, very quickly going across to Farid for the latest. Farid, we understand 90 minutes. That's how long the meeting lasted.
Yes, that's right. 90 minutes is the duration during which these two representatives of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani met Pak High Commissioner in Delhi. Now, it was a message of Gilani that they had been given the task of passing on to the Pak High Commission, and the message from Gilani was clear, telling Pak not to budge as far as its long stated stand on Kashmir is concerned, and in fact also to take the Kashmir issue to the international fora, highlight the human rights violations according to him. So clearly it seems that Gilani is not happy at the way suddenly this dialogue process has resumed without Pak really taking the separatists into account. And previously we know that last NSA level talks before what happened in Bangkok, the previous ones were cancelled or failed due to the separatists meeting the Pak High Commission. After that, we know that the recent spate of meetings between the two MSAs of the two countries, or be it the visit of the foreign ministers, all happened. And that really is a kind of a surprise the separatists. And Gilani, of course, we know is a staunch Pak supporter, and it seems he's not happy with the way Pakistan has gone ahead with the talks without really taking the separatists on board. And that's why he sent his emissaries. The message is clear to Pakistan not to dilute its long-stated policy on Kashmir, remain firm, and if at all there has to be a dialogue with India, the separatists have to be the third party. So clearly all these messages clearly sent to Pakistan through Pak High Commission, and definitely these messages will reach Nawaz Sharif, and it will be interesting to see what effect this meeting really will have on the future of India-Pak relations.
Right, because absolutely, we're just few weeks away. Next month, there will be a meeting between the foreign secretaries of the two countries. If the dialogue process has to go on, there will be more meetings, and it will be interesting to see if there will be any impact of Hurriyat crying foul. In fact, let's ask Maruf. Maruf Raza, our consulting editor, is also on the phone line. Maruf, what do you think? They're crying foul. They've gone running to the Pak envoy, but will this have any impact?
You see, when the talks were announced, at that time I had made a comment to say that India-Pakistan relations have always been held hostage by certain hardy perennials. Now, these are both the separatists in J&K as well as hardliners in the Pakistani establishment and the proxy warriors, that's the terror groups, who are other than the hardliners. All of them feel that any improvement of ties with India will make them irrelevant, and they lose all the benefits they enjoy, from huge funding to the adulation they command amongst their followers. So they don't want to become redundant. That's one. The second thing is that the Pakistani government is once again trying to sort of hunt with the hare as well as play with the hound. Now, they are essentially, what they're trying to do is play around with various constituencies to show that for them, the Kashmir issue is very important. They've managed to get it back into the comprehensive dialogue or the resumed dialogue process. They've got the importance that they had forgotten to give it at the OFA summit, and they want to continue to build up on it. India must be doing the following. One is spell out its red lines, as the BJP-led government has done in the last month or so, that no room for third parties. The second thing is it must caution Pakistan and make a public declaration to that effect in front of the international community.
Right.
That if Pakistan is going to renege from the commitment that we've extracted between the NSAs and the foreign ministers and go back to square one, we are quite happy to call off the dialogue process, because the dialogue process is something that Pakistan has been craving for.
Right.
For a variety of reasons. Modi Sahab and his government have given in to that.
Right.
So therefore, Pakistan, if it wishes to go back into isolation and go around in a handful of countries who don't matter and seeking their approval. I mean, last time they went to countries in Latin America, they went to Italy and some others to try and gang up against India. These countries are in the second group of countries in the international forums. The big players are all supportive of India's stand.
Right.
Pakistan's got to make a choice. If it wants to go back to square one, that's their call. If they want to behave responsibly, and that should start with their High Commissioner, who has apparently played a key role in getting the talks process resumed.